30, so why don't we get started? And welcome back, everybody, or welcome again, and welcome. This webinar deals with PowerPoint, and I'm Gene Colbago.
And I'm Roger Carroll.
And we hope, we hope to have a little bit of fun with this one. Let me get rid of this. This is going to take a few seconds to get started. Boy, you're going to be impressed. Let me start this slideshow, and if everything works right, I'd like to show you the first little thing that we can do with PowerPoint. I'm probably going to be saying sway half the time, Raj.
I understand.
And I did a little research too, just as to start with. Somebody said, well, what's the difference? They're both presentation tools. Why do we need two presentation tools? And one explanation I saw, and I thought it made sense. PowerPoint presentations are generally meant to be given to groups, audiences, more than one. Where sway is often used as a individual. It's for an individual can go through and click on, and as you were saying, you want to put links and videos and so forth. And it's not meant to be so much as a group presentation, is more as an individual for individuals. And I thought that made a little bit of sense too.
So, and I did a quick Google search on difference between PowerPoint and Sway, and I had a document up, and I closed it out. But the concluding sentence here is: think of Sway as the hipper, more excitable sibling of PowerPoint.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and it is, as you said, it doesn't have all the options and everything and so forth and so on. But boy, it can be done quickly. It's easy and it's sharp and it's fun. Was thinking about PowerPoint as we get started here, and my first PowerPoint introduction took, oh my goodness, I don't remember. It was the first year that Niagara Middle School opened. Okay, so it was a long time ago, and it was one of the schools that had the technology. We had 4 computers in each classroom and so forth, and it was pretty cool. And somebody brought in PowerPoint, and we looked at it and we said, ooh, this is cool. And one of our technological goals for the year was, we're going to have each student create a PowerPoint by the end of the year. And as I remember that by October, we're wondering, first of all, what can we do the rest of the year? And secondly, how can we get kids to do something other than wanting to do PowerPoints? It was that much, that popular. And but anyhow, it is still a great presentation device, and kids can get a lot of use. And here's some things that you can do with it. Hey, first of all, notice this. This is my power. I just did a little PowerPoint over here. I'm going to show you some things that we can do. And maybe some of these things some of them you don't. Hopefully you'll get a few tips out of it. Number 1, this is something that I just realized, and again, Raj, you might want to check if it's on school laptops, because I don't have mine anymore. If you go to Slideshow, over on the right, notice it says subtitles. Always use subtitles. Let me just show you what can happen when you do that. And then I am going to do a slideshow from the beginning. All right, this is the first slide. I hope you can see what's at the bottom. That's pretty cool, isn't it? You are seeing exactly what I'm saying. And this might be a help to certain people who have hearing difficulties. And it's pretty efficient. Okay, I'm going to go over and turn this off now, I hope. Stop subtitles. And I'm going to end the show. That was pretty good, but now to make it even better, let's go back to here. Back here, slideshow. Notice it says always use subtitles. I'm going to go down to subtitle settings, spoken English. Oh, that's the language English. Okay. Notice this says subtitle. Oh, this is, let me see if I just said, oh, I'm sorry. Now the subtitle language, this is in Spanish. Let's see what happens when we do this. And now we're going to start from the beginning again. Now you will see this is the first slide. You'll see that I am not speaking in Spanish, but most of this is being translated hopefully into reasonable Spanish. I am going to stop the subtitles. Now, that's kind of something that's been in the show. You're going to say, well, what can I do with that? Well, you know, first of all, it'd be kind of interesting to learn for students to learn a little bit, but also if you have some students who are second language learners, English language learners, that might just be something that they can use. But that is something that's been added. Did you know, Raj, did you check?
It is not on the school installed version of PowerPoint.
Oh my golly. Oh my golly. Oh my golly. How many updates are behind? Oh, by the way, I hope this will not happen, but there must be a new Microsoft update out because I just got a message about my computer has to restart. And I said, much later. So hopefully that'll work. Hey, okay. Anyhow, here's some things that you may or may not know, and I hope some of them at least are on the school computer versions of PowerPoint. I just took a slide. I wrote back to school on it. Some of us may be getting ready to go, getting ready to go back to school, so forth and so on. They want a slideshow. I don't know. But anyhow, but when you go to create a PowerPoint, what's the first thing you do? Well, most people right click and then start to format the background because they don't like that white background. Well, if you look along the top, notice it says design. If you click on this, first of all, you have a number of different designs that you can select from, and they're pretty good, okay? But over on the right-hand side, there is a thing called design ideas, and it generally takes what you have and tries to create some new design ideas. Okay, for example, oh cool, that's kind of cool. All right, if not, I can back out of that, and you can, wow, that's a really involved one, isn't it? But anyhow, there are some designs that you can do that way. So you can do that, or you can select something along the top. Notice that when you do have this ribbon, one of the things that if you highlight it, you'll get a version. This is, I like this. You get what it looks like. You can pick it out immediately. Oh, I like this. I don't like this. Okay. That one's not coming out. Interesting. But also, the thing that I was going to say is the little buttons here, the little elevator buttons, I guess they're called. There are more. Okay. You can go to more colors, font, style. Oh my goodness. You can pick all kinds of things. But rather than just picking a normal background, why not? Okay. Ooh, that's cool. Now I have all my slides in that. Oh boy, no, I'm going to go back to white because I need that for the rest of the show. Okay, number one, let PowerPoint help you design your show. Number two, let's go to the second slide. Okay, Buffalo Bills. Okay, it can be done two ways. First of all, let me get rid of this for a second. Okay, now, sometimes when you have a slide and you put text on it, you might want the color to match, the text color to match the color in your slide. And this is very simply done. I think many of you know how to do this, but if you highlight your text and you go, what am I in shape format? That's weird. Okay, why are you doing that? Excuse me. That's a text. All right, anyhow, I'm just going to highlight one word. Okay, we now have the text, and we're at home. If we want to change colors, most of you know that the color changes up here, all right? But if you click this and you go, oh boy, which is the blue that best matches, don't even need to worry about that. There's a little eyedropper here. I don't know. And this works in many of the Microsoft products and tools and many other programs as well. The eyedropper is a sampler that goes in and samples and changes the color to match the color that you've selected. And again, we can do that. Eyedropper. Let's pick red this time. See? Eyedropper. Okay? All right. Now, pretty simple. Next one that we have, very, very simple, is this. Sometimes we have pictures that we want to put and kind of organize, get them, same area, so forth and so on. If we move this up here, notice the lines. These are helpful lines built into PowerPoint. Notice it's showing you that maybe that's pretty good. And now we can bring it up, and then it should show you, oh, look, it's kind of saying, well, you're kind of, all right. Notice, oh, there we go, top and bottom. If you're moving pictures around, look for those guidelines. The only thing that it doesn't have is, are they the same distance from the right and left margin? And if that is a problem, you can click on View, click on Guidelines, and I don't know if you can see this very well, but now I have a checkerboard across my PowerPoint slide. And you can just, move that to match. Okay, I want it right at the edge there. I don't know if you can see mine. And then you could match this one to the same thing on the other side. And now well, I guess they're not equidistant, are they? But anyhow, they're pretty equidistant from the margins. Guidelines. Again, if you go to View, Guidelines, you can put in a ruler if you want to measure, okay? And that will work as well. All right, now, those are pretty simple. Raj, I think you've shown this many a time. This is called morphing, and it's a pretty simple little thing, okay? It's a pretty simple thing to do. Notice I have two slides here, and they're both in different areas. My stupid idea was to show that where the Bills probably will start the season at the bottom of the list, and where we want them to end the season at the top of the list, and everybody wants New England at the bottom. And this is a little transition animation that you can do, okay? Now, basically, you have a thing here, and what I did was I duplicated this slide. Basically, what you do is to do this, you duplicate the slide. Okay, now I have the same slide twice. You pick this one, you click Morph, okay? And then you move stuff around. Okay? And with a little bit of luck, when you go to the slideshow, let's start from the beginning. Well, we're gonna. Oh, let me stop the subtitles. Oh, I've got animations. Anyhow, notice now how they pop in. I'm sorry, I put in the animations, but you see how they reorganize themselves. I guess, that wasn't really a good example. I should have not put animations in with it. But anyhow, that's morphing. And again, that's in transition. Try this. Basically, and I think if you go to morph, duplicate a slide, move things around, apply the morph, and it works. Okay? And it's
You want the bad news?
what's that? No, it's not there.
Yeah, another feature missing on the installed
My
version
goodness, because you've been showing,
device.
and I don't mean to be, but you've been showing that particular
Yeah,
effect for
I
several.
love that effect.
Yeah, I wonder. It's not even in the downloaded version. I mean the
No,
installed version of this. Yeah.
it is not. No.
Oh dear Lord. Oh dear Lord. Okay. Well, moving on from that.
Well, it's another option.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that I like doing it with is text. You put
Yes.
a sentence on one slide and a different sentence on the other slide and morph into it. I
Hmm.
think it's a really cool way, maybe even doing like a presentation for talking points. The next slide, it morphs to that talking point and you
Hmm.
embellish it. But alas,
Oh, I
we have
did.
to rely on the installed version on your
Yeah.
home personal device.
That's kind of wild because I remember. First of all, and I know it was not this. It had to be 2 years ago. You showing that on a Sunday night webinar,
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
so impressed. 'Cause I'll be honest, I had not seen that, so I went in and taught myself how to use it because you had shown it, and I thought that's really. And
Yeah,
so
I love it.
but I'm saying it's been several years. It should have shown.
What I don't know is, it may not be supported. Like if you created you did it at home on the
Yeah,
installed version on
yeah.
your personal computer, put it up into your OneDrive, and then showed it in your
His classroom, whether
school
it would do it.
district,
Yeah,
whether it would actually uh,
show. Yeah,
do the morphing.
that's interesting.
Uh,
That's an
and I
interesting.
wonder what else. That's the one. Let's say our very favorite one.
Yeah.
What other effects are missing? We'll just have to do a side by side
Yeah, we're going to
comparison.
have to sit down and look.
Uh,
This one,
uh,
again, I don't know if you know, but this works in uh, many of the Microsoft products in Word. It works in PowerPoint, of course. It works in Publisher. And basically, the idea is this. You're creating a slide. You needed a piece of clip art. I went to insert clip art online. And the reason I recommend that students do that rather than Googling, again, is the Bing search engine does a Creative Commons search, which means that it's bringing back images that are available, copyright free, available to be used, without any uh, problems. Many times you will get the little thing underneath that tells you where the picture has come from, the citation. And that's a good thing too. But anyhow, the problem is many times when you put them, you get that big white block, okay? But as you can see here, that's easily removed. And let me just make it a little larger, okay? Now, basically, if you click on this, up at the top now, you have to look across the top, picture format. You'll see picture format now. And now that you're over on the right, your eyes have to go remove, pick. And what it does is it senses what needs to be removed. Let me just show you what happens if I hit OK now. Whoops, it removed some of the stuff I want. So let's go back up here and show you what we need to do to make sure we get a good picture. Remove background. Up on top, you'll see some, excuse me, some commands now. Mark areas to keep. Oh, okay. I don't want that one removed. And you'll notice I'm just clicking along here and trying on these things. notice, oh, okay. I'm just going along here. And now, oh, that looks, well, let's get the eye, oh, the eyes. Okay. And then when I'm happy, I click. Pretty easy to remove that background. You'll notice that if you look at this one has the whole tail here. Up here, I was being a little bit of a hurry yesterday, and it had that little red thing, and I didn't click on it to keep that spot. That's why that particular part is transparent. But that's pretty cool. And it makes a presentation look a lot nicer than that white block. So, you know, that works out very, very nicely, very easy. Now, another thing, this is kind of weird, and I'm really disappointed in this one, Raj. It doesn't work in Word. I've tried it. We have a list of items. Maybe you have a list of your students, and one of them's out of alphabetical order. And you know, you won't want to cut and paste and do all this thing to get it back. Notice it says Alt Shift. I got to hold down Alt. All right, first of all, I want to move the bananas. Highlight it. I'm holding down Alt Shift. Move it up. Yeah, right. It's doing it. I did it yesterday all day. Alt Shift. Why is it not doing it? There, okay. I'll put it there and then just hit this. Okay, I don't know why it wasn't putting it in front of it. But you can, that's kind of an Alt-Shift command, and you can just move things around. There's Alt-Shift holding it down. There, see? Wish that command was in Word. That's kind of a cool command.
I like that.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that existed until yesterday. Another thing is this, you know, like if you have this and you want to do a copy of it, most people click on it, copy, paste, right? This one says just hit the control key and drag it out. I'm holding down the control key and dragging it out. Okay? It says that it will also work, and this is a test, with text. I think that's pretty cool too. Control drag. Found that out too. Oh my goodness, what in the world is that? This is something which you will probably never ever use in the whole wide world, but it was one of those tips for teachers, so I guess we have to go through it. Okay. This is when you want to insert a shape. Okay, well, we want a square, but we don't want it to be exactly a square. Okay, one. Okay, up here, there is a little button here that says Edit Shape. See it right here? Okay, if I click on that and then hit Edit Points, I can go down and grab a point, for example, and okay, you can change it around a little bit if you want to change the shape. In fact, if you go up to, now this works sometimes, I found out. If you go up here, see now it's not reacting to what I want to do. Okay, for some reason, you have to do this just right, and if you right click on it, it doesn't want to do it now. There is a way of actually adding points, as I did there, okay? And it's you push this, and then, yeah. See, it doesn't want to do it. And I was having trouble with this yesterday. It's edit point. There was add points, and I can't see it edit points. Oh.
There you go.
There, it's added.
Yeah, so,
okay. Okay. But anyhow, something you'll never use again, but you know it can be done.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now the next thing is that. Now we're going to take a look at a couple of interesting little things that you can do. Going across, let's take a look at let's go to our home first. Going across, okay? I'm going to need to put on my glasses because I'm half blind here if I don't. All right. The first thing I want to do is go to Insert, okay? Insert can be used, okay, oh good, I have a blank screen page down here to do some work. All right, now, most of us know how to insert pictures and online pictures, but if you want to do a screenshot, it's pretty simple too. This screenshot is kind of this, screen clipping, hit that, and it will take you to your screen. It'll get kind of fuzzy, and if you want, you can just, highlight that, drag what you want, and it becomes an instant part of your screen. This might save you, like if you're at a website and you're trying to get a picture from a website or something like that. It will also throw, usually over in the right on the right side, it'll throw out some ideas of so forth that you can use. But again, let me undo this. Again, basically that's insert online, this, okay, screenshot. The next one is a lifesaver. I think I've shown this before, and if you haven't seen it, you really need to. Photo album is a terrific time saver. If you want to create a PowerPoint, you have a whole lot of pictures that you want to put in there. This is I don't know if people who make these slideshows, that you have to view it, like wedding receptions and things like that, where they show all these pictures and so forth with the music and so forth. But this is a way you can do it within about 1 minute. You can put as many slides, as many pictures you want in 1 minute. They'll be properly sized. They'll be perfect. And it's called Photo Album. Photo Album, new Photo Album. First of all, it wants to know where you want the pictures from. Okay, just to show you, on my desktop, I have a folder of a book. Okay, copyright violation probably, but it is, I took pictures of a book for a Book of the Month club. Teachers used to make PowerPoints and show them in their class and read them with the kids. But here are the pictures of the pages of that book. I am just, rather than selecting, another command to select all of them at once is I'm going to hold down the Control key, tap the letter A. That means Control A means select all of them, and I just selected all of the pictures. Down below, I hit Insert. It puts them all here, and if I want, I can go through and reorganize them. I can put pictures below, up and above and below, and I can put the pictures in black and white. Okay, and here is another important thing. I can put fit to slide, 1 picture, 2 pictures, 4 pictures. I'm going to put each picture on 1 slide. I hit create, and this does take a few seconds, so bear with the computer. Boom. There you go. We now have a slideshow of the gingerbread. Notice the pictures and so forth. Yeah, the black is a little bit, it might get you a little bit, so you might want to go to the back, format the background. I go over to a solid color. I generally pick, let's pick a nice light blue. And yeah, that works. Apply to all at the bottom. And now my slideshow, I can just go in here and put gingerbread man and so forth and so on. And notice it's trying to throw me some new design ideas as well. But wow, I've created a PowerPoint of 32 slides in about, 2 minutes?
That's a great end of the year, very popular activity too.
Yes.
recording all the events of the year, the
Sure,
holidays, and
yeah,
so on for
especially
your
you collected all
classroom.
those photo of
Yeah,
photos and so
yeah,
forth, all those pictures.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's a
And it is in the downloaded version on the school
oh,
laptop.
bless you,
So
bless you.
I just checked on.
Okay, but yeah, and that's it. It comes up as a separate, by the way. See that it came up as a separate uh, PowerPoint show. Okay, you would save that separately. Okay, now uh, next, see this. This is kind of impressive, isn't it? Okay, notice that I click this, and down at the bottom, you can't hear this, but it's a video of me telling you how to get to Microsoft Office 365 online. Okay? Just a real quick little thing. This is a video that I have recorded and inserted into a PowerPoint slide very easily. Okay? And you can find that several places. You can find it, it looks the same. It is called a screen recording. And if you just click on this, okay, you'll see this. All right. Basically, the first thing that you want to do is push this and then select the screen. Well, for my sake, I'm going to use the whole screen. So I'm just going to highlight the whole screen. Audio, I want some audio. That will take my microphone. And I'll tell you why I said microphone in just a minute, because there's one little drawback. And this hit record. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, hey everybody, if you want to learn how to start Microsoft Word, just click on that and it starts it. You select blank document. Okay, now the easiest way for it to stop is to go up to the top. You see the commands again, and I hit that. Okay, and when I'm done, I just close that off, and that has been inserted into, as you can see, oh, you can see my, okay? Now, okay, and it's telling me exactly what I said. How easy, if you're going to give some students directions, maybe 3 or 4 times a day or something like that, or if you do it so that, put it in a PowerPoint, put it somewhere where you can share it with them so they can go back and view it, how to do things. There might be little videos that you can create that you might want to add to your, repertoire so they can do that. See them. Now,
I'm thinking, Gene, and now we're approaching the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
A new year with new classroom procedures.
Yes.
Very possibly new devices that students will be using. A quick distributed video for exactly how to get into the different operations you want to do would save a whole lot of time and a whole lot of frustration for teacher and students as well.
Yeah.
Very useful tool.
Yeah.
And it is available in the downloaded version on the school laptop.
Okay, good. Thank you for checking. Now we're going to look at now we're going to look at something that I think is really kind of cool, but I don't know if it's in the downloaded version or if you can do it on the one that you install at home, okay, from yours. In Insert, over about halfway, there's a thing called Get Add-ins. Add-ins are little, I don't know, add-ins, little additions to PowerPoint that you can use to do little other things. Many of them come from other companies. They're not all produced by Microsoft. So you'll see may require additional purchase. Roger and I like to avoid those, and I do quite as well. But there are any number of them. And I just noticed today that the number is not growing rapidly. I don't think this has been used, but there are a couple of really cool ones that I've downloaded that I like. Okay, and I'd like to show them to you. And if you can get them, you know, they might be cool for the kids or you. The first one, I'm going to go to my add-ins. And here are a couple that I added in. Notice I'm going to show you first what you may run into because some of these are not updated very well. If you click on this, for example, you'll find out that I don't think it exists anymore. Okay? Free Picture Finder. I don't even know why I put it there because the Insert Online Pictures uses Bing, and those are free pictures because it does the Common Core. But anyhow, my add-ins, the couple that I do like, there's one called Pro Word Cloud, and that's kind of cool. We talk about, you know what, word clouds. Well, that was really dumb. You don't do that. I just downloaded it, I added it, and I clicked on it. I'm going to have to move some stuff around here if you don't mind. And right now, I can go through, first of all, and select a number of different fonts. Okay? You can see that I have them here. Yeah, the one that somebody always wants to pick is called... You'll notice there's one here. Where did it go? Maybe it's good that I missed it. You'll see it. I'm going to pick teen. Mostly horizontal. Colors. Oh, we can pick a selection of colors. Let's do sunset. And mostly horizontal. Intelligent case means that picks the capital letters, small letters, I think, because you can then pick all lowercase, all uppercase. Okay. Maximum words 100. Here's the size. It says create word cloud, but oh, here's how you create the word cloud. You have to have a slide with words in it. So what I did is I went online and grabbed a whole group of names, first names from kids, okay? And I'm just going to highlight them. And I'm going to click on create word cloud. There it is. And if I want, let's see if this works, I hope. There it is. You can just drag it in. And again, this might be, again, I don't know if you can do this. If not, I do recommend there, you know, Raj and I agree, I think we would agree there are some good word cloud creators online that they could use if this doesn't work, but it creates a pretty cool little word cloud. Might be a good way for...
And it is available.
It is.
The add-in screen looks a little different on the installed version on the school district laptop. It says, look at it real quick, there's My Add-ins, which is a button on your screen. But then above that it says, instead of setting Get Add-ins, it says Store.
Oh, okay.
It's the Microsoft Store,
okay, cool.
which is where I got the word cloud. I do have that as an add-in, so that did work.
Okay. Now, also, again, PowerPoint keeps trying to create, you know, little suggestions. If you want to add a title, you know, our class or something like that. But that's a cool little add-in that you might want to take a look at. And it's a lot of fun. Another thing, let me just insert another new slide here. I just need I need a blank slide here. Okay. Now, another add-in that I kind of think that the kids might like. Pixton. Okay. Now, what this one does is a little different. I got it. I'm going to close this off. This is it starts this little guy up here, okay? And when you click on this, you'll get directions. Hi, first select a character, then pick an outfit, then pick a pose, and add a, okay. The kids might like this because they can make comics with it. Pick the character. Now, let's see, okay, here, okay, I'm going to do this, and then you can just add a little text in here. And then it says insert character, and there you are.
Let's not call them comics. Let's call them graphic stories.
Yeah, that's exactly where I was going. Right.
Okay.
Yep. And you
can kind of take that connotation off.
Yeah. See, if you try to insert them twice, it says, nah, go do a new one. Okay. All right. All right. There you go. But yeah, you could create, and you might, do a little background or have pictures back there. That'd be a great way of doing a comic. Okay. And yeah, it's just another cool little way of working with. Oh, by the way, let me go back to this for 1 second. You know this thing that I was doing let me go to insert the screen recording. I had this wonderful idea, Raj. Why can't I go to YouTube? Okay, highlight get the video I want, highlight it, and record it. And it will record the video portion. It does not record the audio portion. Okay, so in case anybody wants to do that, okay. But that kind of leads into the next little hint that might be useful to you as a teacher. And let me just minimize this. I hope I have the other one running. I think it's this one. Yeah. Some of us use a lot of video, maybe use a lot of videos in class. How do you remember which videos? How do you get to them quickly? Well, this will help you I hope, be a little bit more efficient with your videos. First of all, you can create what I call notebooks. Okay, here I just started one yesterday, a science video notebook, and this is the design that PowerPoint suggested, so I selected that after I typed in my science video notebook. What I did was, here, just to show you, I just put in, well, no, I won't, I think it's going to take too long. I typed in my science video notebook in a text block. It gave me some suggestions for design. I selected this design. The only thing is this was black. So I right-clicked on it, went to that eyedropper and selected the purple, and voila. I could not, I'll be honest with you, with this black here, I could not change that to purple. Anyhow, playing with some of the things we went over before. Now, here is a video, and I'm saying, well, throughout the year, maybe you use certain science videos, English videos, whatever videos that you use. And boy, this is a way to not only store them so you can get to them quickly, but it's also a great way to view them. Okay? Let's just see. I mean, I'm going to have to turn off I have the text running again in Spanish, so I'm going to stop my subtitles again. I have the text turned on in that. But anyhow, wow, if you put this up on the smartboard, first of all, you could see the video quite well. You can actually probably make it a little bit bigger, but see, just clicking and it's running, okay? I'm going to end the show now. But you can make it actually, if you can actually make it to the size of the PowerPoint screen. But this will allow you to store them and show them. And what's nice about this is You know, when you go to YouTube, if you're trying to show something on YouTube also, sometimes you have all of that stuff around there. I know there are little programs and so forth that you can use to take off that, or you can click on the full screen and get that. Oh, if you hear anybody, little kids in the background, I don't know if you can hear that. There's a swimming pool near me, and apparently there's some little kids out at the swimming pool. Anyhow, how do you do this? Pretty simple. I go here. Okay, now insert, insert. Over here, click on video, okay? I don't have the video on my PC. It's an online video. And I don't know about your, Raj, you can check this out, but just recently, they want only the URL. Before, you used to be able to put what they call an embed code there, but they've done away with that. I guess they were having some issues with that. But you need an address. So, well, oh boy, what we're going to have to do, let me just show you this. We go to YouTube. Uh-oh. I forgot to open YouTube. I apologize. YouTube. Okay, let's go to YouTube. And let's see what we have here. Science videos. Science experiments for school that I looked at yesterday. Oh, let's see. Maybe we like this one. Okay. Okay, well, I wait through the ad, skip the ads, and I just stop this. Okay. The first thing I usually do is I highlight this. That's the title. Control C or right click, copy, go to my, where are we? PowerPoint here. We're here, and I will paste that title in. Okay, can work with that later. Now I go back to the video, go up to the top, and I'm going to just copy that. All right. Now, when I go back here, now that I go to video, I can just click on online video, enter the URL. That's pretty easy. Hit insert. And with a little luck, there it is. Then I can move it around. I can resize it. Okay, if this is not the right thing, I can make this like this to get a little bit more space, move this, you know how to move these things around. Okay, it's as easy as that. And now I've saved that video. Whenever I go there, it should be there unless YouTube has moved it, which is very unlikely. And it's a very, very, excuse me, simple way of organizing, saving, and when you need to use a video, you can just go in there and go to the one you want, throw it up on your smartboard, and show it. Okay.
The
Yes.
installed version on the district device does have an option for the embed code still.
Yeah. Now, if that is the case, let me just get a new slide here. See if this will. Oh, hang on. Home. Okay. Let me get a new. I just need a new slide. What I would recommend then, if that is the case, if you have the one that has the embed code, what I would recommend that you do, and the old version, well, I'll tell you what, I would recommend that you go to the video, right click on it, copy the embed code, and then when you go to your PowerPoint and then go to insert video and online video and see it, paste the embed code there. The reason I say that is I remember in the older versions, or the school version, that if you paste the URL the way we just did it, you got a black square.
Yeah, that's from earlier today. That's what
Yeah,
I was getting with the
yeah.
black square.
You get a black
But that,
square
that was from the embed. Yes.
from the embed.
Yes.
Oh, really? Because when I did the embed before, I got a picture. Okay, but anyhow, the URL works perfectly easily
Yeah,
as
the
long as you.
URL
Yeah.
gives you the image. I could have. I,
Oh,
I,
interesting.
I was curious what I do. I just want to be
Hmm.
consistent with what I did there. But
Yeah,
yeah, you were getting the
yeah.
black square.
So we both agree that the URL probably is the better way to go.
I think it's visually, yes, for sure, for
Okay.
sure.
All right. Well, okay. I just realized that I do have something up at the top that I think no longer exists, Raj. Mix is still there.
Yeah, yeah, and again, it's still on the one on the school version.
Yeah, no,
The
okay.
mix tab. I don't know
Yeah,
that it works,
yeah.
but
I just want to remind people. Let's see, where are we here? Do I still have that? Yeah, this one. And this is something for the kids, I guess. When you're doing a slideshow from the beginning, okay, first of all, listening, I want to stop those things. Say again. Uh, going from one slide to another like that sometimes gets a little bit boring. Just want to remind you that there is a way to make things a little more interesting, and that's in the transitions, okay? And you can go to each one and then just select a different transition. I'm just doing this very quickly, okay? Okay, we just do 5 of those. And now what we're going to do, oh my goodness gracious. Let's start from the beginning now. And let me tell you how to turn those off if you want to. You'll see that there's a little bit different transition. Okay? Just to add a little bit more interest to the kids like it when you do, and the kids love doing that part of it. Okay, and again, those are the transitions, and those can be done easily. By the way, again, that slideshow, when you go to slideshow, notice I have always used subtitles there. If you don't want those, go over and turn that off, and then you won't have that. Okay, the last little thing I thought I had, where was it? Maybe, oh my goodness, I don't even remember which show. Was it this show? Yipes. Yeah. Let me just do this. Uh, there is a thing called animations as well. Okay. If you select an idea, notice I have this little, oh my goodness. All right. What in the world is going to happen here? Let me just take a look at this slide. I'm not exactly sure from this slide. Notice you can have animations within it. And that's pretty simple. And I think most of you know the animation idea. So let me just show you the one thing that is a little bit different right here. Okay. In animations, we have a lot of animations. Okay. I think this is the top screen. But again, that little elevator arrow down, there's a thing called custom path. Okay, and what you can do, let's just get out of here. Let's select an item. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Ah, why am I doing this? Okay, all right, now let's select an item. Okay, we will go up here, select the item first, that's our problem. Okay, and you start here and you can do a weird path and end up here. Okay. Just something for the kids too. All righty.
well, that might be fun with that comic character.
Oh, yeah. You
If
might be
they're
able to
doing
add in a little
animation.
animation to the
Yeah,
character.
yeah.
Nice idea. Nice idea. Anyhow, that's one of the things. Lastly, very, very quickly, Most people, when they do the save as, they do, you realize you can save it as that, but there are a number of different ways you can save it. You can actually save a PowerPoint, and I'm not going to do it now because it does take a little time, as a video, which you can then show on your, excuse me, on your pads or phone or whatever. This is an interesting one. You can save it as a PDF. Let's just, I don't know how long this is going to take. Okay, I don't know if it saved it. I don't know what it looks like. I have no idea. This is, I'm shooting by tips, and it should be a PDF right there, tips PDF. If you need to have that, there it is, single, like a PDF. Okay. One thing, this thing here, Raj, I just had a thought too. And that's kind of interesting for me. I don't know if I can visualize this for you. When you go to File, go to Print, notice that you can print them one at a time, right? It has 16 of them, full pages. You can go to here and say you want to print for horizontal. You can kind of use that. Remember that, let's see, that you could probably make kind of a comic strip out of it doing that. If you had a comic,
yeah,
and by doing the print,
right.
the print version, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Or even, and again, print 4 slides. You can even go, I think, up to 9. So you could have kind of like a comic book and print it out. Be a way that the kids could use and create their own comic books. Hey, and with that, it's 11:27 again. Within I'm trying to remember. Did I put the survey on? I am not sure. So either way, there will be. I talked to Demita yesterday at the Teacher Resource Center, and all I need to do is send her the list of attendees, and I thank you for attending. And she will make sure that each of you gets the Teacher Resource Center credit. And I want to thank you for attending. If you have any questions, concerns, anything that we can do that we can be helped with, we'll be very, very glad to do that. So with that, if there are no further questions or anything, we'll say have a nice day, and hope to see you maybe tomorrow morning. We have some Publisher, which is a very different program that can be very useful to teachers, that is not on the online version, only on when you install. And we're taking a look at some of the things you can do with Excel. So please join us. Have a good rest of your day, everybody. Raj, any last things?
No, enjoy the sunshine. I'll be giving you a call in a couple minutes.
Oh, okay, good.
But yeah, have a great day, everybody, and enjoy the sun.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye.